Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem 2181, merge nodes in between zeros. So for this problem, let's just check the first example, and after that I'm gonna explain how to solve it. So in the first example, as we can see that we are starting from a node 0, so that is determined by the question, and we are also add with a 0. And in between, it may be some areas, it may have a 0. But what we're going to return, we just need to get the sum of the values between those two zeros. So for example, this is 0, this is 0, so the sum of them is going to be 4. And this is 0, this is 0, and the sum of them is going to be 4, 5, 2, and it's going to be 11. Yeah, so what are we going to return? We just need to return this 4 and 11. So as you can see, the description is really straightforward, and we just need to return such kind of a linked list. And we just need to loop through the linked list and get the final answer. Yeah, so that's it. We don't need to think too much about it. Yeah, so we must be familiar with how to operate the linked list and how to iterate the linked list. So we're gonna start from the first node. Maybe not the first node, maybe I'm gonna start from the second node, because the value of the second node is not 0. And then I'm gonna accumulate it to 4 until I find the next node, which is 0. So this means I need to put this value 4 into a new linked list. So I'm going to prepare a dummy node. So the dummy node is going to be ported to this node 4. And similarly, this 4 is going to be ported to 11. Finally, I just need to return the dummy node.next, which is 4. Yeah. Now let's just use this idea to solve the problem. So I'm going to prepare a dummy node, and I'm going to prepare a p-pointer. It's going to be the list node. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare a head going to equal to head.next, because I want to start from the second node, which is not 0. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the head. So while there's something inside the head of the linked list, so I'm going to check the value. So if head.value equal to 0, so this means I find the next 0. I need to put this 4 inside my result. So I'm going to prepare a variable to accumulate all the values. It's going to be a total. Yeah. So p.next going to be equal to the linked list with the value which is the total. So I'm going to set the total to 0 because, yeah, I've already accumulated and I'm going to start again. So the total going to set to 0. And also I'm going to update the p-pointer. P going to equal to p.next. Yeah. So if everything's okay, if it is not, what I'm going to do? I'm going to accumulate I'm going to accumulate the value. So the total going to plus equal to the head node value, and the head going to be updated to head.next. And finally, I just need to return dummy.next. Yeah. So here, if the head.value is not equal to 0, what I'm going to do? I'm going to accumulate the value. For example, this is 3, and head going to go to the head.next, and then I'm going to accumulate this value 1, and it is 4. And the head is going to be equal to head.next, and then if the head.value equal to 0, so the dummy node p.next is going to be equal to this list node, which is 4, and p is going to update it to p.next, and I'm going to set the total to 0. Yeah, I think everything is just straightforward. We had better use the linked list directly to solve the problem, instead of we just put the values inside an array, and then we just loop through the array and put it inside the linked list. I don't think we need to do that. I think this is just straightforward. We need to save such kind of memory, and for the time complexity, it's going to be just O(n), and the space complexity, it is just O(1), because we didn't use any extra space. I think that's for 8. Let me just run it and check. Yeah, because I used triple 0, it should be double 0 in Python. There should never have a triple, only in CS code maybe. Now let me just submit it to check. As you can see, it works and it's pretty fast. Thank you for watching. See you next time.